Hey guys, Todd here, Jetski Jockey channel. Today we're going to get back with Brent. He's not been here since 2023 either, so let's get back at it from a beginner's perspective on starting over a year after off. Stay tuned.
I ride the lake on a Superjet. Sun going down, but I ain't done yet. From dark to light, he carried me through. Now every wave's got a purpose too. Jetski jockey, born to believe. Faith on the water is grace I receive. Full tilt throttle with the savior ahead. I'm alive in the ride, raised from the dead.
All right, guys. Brent done really good. When I left off with him, we had went through 2 classes on the Superjet. Now things has changed a lot. We got 0-degree bars on here, we got quick steer on here, we got jet trim on here, and I just recently put the Watercross of Texas ride plate and intake grate on. So he's going to feel something different than what he felt if he remembers. But we'll see how he does and how long it takes him to relax and start riding like he was before. So stay tuned. Your wrist strap is in the pocket. In the jet trim. And don't let that wrist strap get wrapped around that grip, because if you fall off, it won't kill the motor, it'll break the wrist strap and the jet ski will keep going. Alright guys, after watching the tape, watching Brent ride here, he's done pretty good since he hadn't rode in over a year. He got out there and jumped right back up on the ski, standing up. The only thing I critique about it, he's doing good on his turns. He's doing an excellent job on his turns. He's getting lower than I can actually get when he's going around. The only thing I see that I'd like to see him improve on is he's still letting the ski ride him a little bit. If you notice, he's leaning back, kind of letting the ski pull him along, where he needs to stand up and get his chin over the hood and kind of relax with it a little bit more. He's really tense, but I'm sure if I had Brent for a month down there, he would do better than I could ever do riding with physical limitations I got going on. He would take right off with it. This is just him jumping on it and not even been on it in over a year. So I think he done an excellent job riding. I just see a lot of potential with him if I had the time with him to ride it.
Nice.
Well, guys, Brent's come in for a break, and I'll let him tell you what he thinks about it now. We trying to figure out if we had it on learner's mode when he was trying before. We'll have to go back to the old footage and look and see. But I think I took him off learner's mode before. So what'd you think, Brent?
I thought it was pretty good.
How different did it feel? What was the difference in what you felt?
Well, turning was a lot easier, and it was a lot smoother going over a bunch of like rough patches that I would be making out in the water.
That intake grate's probably making the difference on that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How about the jet trim? Make a big difference in how things felt, like on your knees and the padding on the.
It's a lot more comfortable on my feet and my knees and stuff. Yeah.
What about the bars? Could you tell any difference?
I feel like I can hold on to it a lot better, especially with those grips.
Yeah. That pole spring made things a lot lighter too, didn't it?
Picking it up was easy, and holding it in one position, I wasn't like going up and down real bad with it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'll get you guys a video when I start feeling a little bit better. My blood's still a little bit low. I'll get a new reading in the morning when I go in for dialysis to see what it is, but I can tell it's still low because I'm really weak. But he'll get back out there and get some more footage. He's just taking him a little break. Hey guys, this is Logan. He's going to try. He's never ridden a jet ski, is that right?
No, never before.
Never ridden one. So we got a fresh one. We're going to start from ground zero with him out here, and I'll let Brent film me going over the process of getting started. I think he'll be all right. It's just I want to make sure he understands that the ski's not going to turn unless he's giving it fuel, and the lanyard, and how to get up on it after he falls off, things like that. All right, Logan, most of the time when you fall off, this pole's going to be up like this. You're going to have to swim to the side, push it back down before you get back on it. Now, this lanyard, you heard us talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Come here, let me show you how it hooks up. So, hook it up for me. It just goes, when you fall off, you're going to have to do this. It's easier to do it from in the water than when you get on the tray. All right, you want it hanging down like that and going under.
Okay.
And if it starts doing this, stop and get it off. Because I don't like this wrist strap. I should have just give you this jacket, because see how this one is?
Yeah.
But, all right, now I want you to start. We're going to start with working on getting on it. You fell off out there, okay? You got to get back up in the tray. So, you know how to do a dip with the gym when you're working out? That's basically what it is. First, get your pelvis, push down and get your pelvis up here and then stop.
So do you find it better to hold up here or down here?
I hold right there first and push my pelvis. Well, you can do that, but what I do, let me show you what I do. When I'm out there, I'll put my hands right here. I'll get my pelvis here. And then I'll take my hands here. And then I'll come up. But, like I said, you're lighter weight than me. You might, and I always put that wrist strap on before I start, because, which, you know, you're lightweight, it might not be a big deal, but I put it on before I get up there so I don't have to do it after I get up there. You know what I'm saying? And then put your hands up here and do a dip. Snap your knees up. All right, the further you get in the tray, the more stable the ski's going to be. The further up. The further back, the less stable it's going to be. You want to stay away from docks, boats. You're learning, right? And you just want to stay away from everything. If you fall, you want to fall out in the middle. Okay. You know what I mean? You don't want to be, don't get close to none of these docks. And like coming in and out of this cove, we idle out and then we idle back in. About, you know, after you get about midways out there, you can go on. You know what I mean? But we kind of idle back into the dock. And just kill the motor when you get out, about 30 feet from the dock, and kill the motor, and then just jump off the back of it and hold on to it and swim it back to the dock. Now, as I was telling you, the ski's not going to turn unless if you turn it idling. I mean, it'll turn, but it's not going to. You're going to have to throttle it to make it turn. You know what I'm saying? It's pushing from the tonsil. You see, understand what I'm saying? You'll get it. All right, go ahead. Here's your start button right here. See it? And the stop button is right here. All right. All right, go ahead and idle out there. If you want to, you can idle around in circles a few times, just goosing the throttle, feeling of it, until you feel like turning it loose and going. And then just ride it on your knees. There ain't no pressure stand up right now. You're learning how ski reacts. And then when you figure out how ski reacts, then you go ahead and whenever you're ready, stand up. Okay, go ahead. Alright guys, this is Logan. He's never ridden a jet ski, and he actually never ridden a boat until he came down on this weekend. Like I said, just stepping into it easy with him, trying to go back over everything that he needs to know if he gets out there and falls down. As I did with Brent the first time Brent ever rode, I told him to just take some idling circles around in the cove. Don't go out, just learn how the ski turns. Tried to explain to him, you got to give it throttle to make it turn because the nozzle's got to push the ski around. So that's basically what he's doing here, and then later on he'll go on out and try to ride a little bit faster and learn a little bit more about the ski. Hey Logan, you're gonna have to. You're not getting up on plane. You're like this. You need to go a little bit faster so it'll level out and go on. You know what I'm saying?
You're good. You can stay on it.
You can ride it.
You can ride some more. I was just making sure you didn't hit the thing.
Just so when you do that, when you get on plane, you want to be out there.
So get away from everything.
A little bit farther than what I was.
Yeah, go like a little bit further, and then just gas it a lot more, and you'll notice, because when you first start
I'm
out,
noticing I'm kind of...
you're sort of at an angle.
Just give it a little bit more
and when you give it, some more gas,
it'll level out.
it'll sort of like go up, and it'll sit.
Yeah,
It'll be
sit on
straighter.
top of the
It'll
water.
feel a lot smoother on the water too.
Yeah. Yeah, you just not. And we're not saying goose it.
Right.
We're just saying just give it a little bit more throttle and let it level off and go on. You'll feel it. Your nose will come down and be flat. So just try it.
Put some gasoline in you.
Yeah, that's...
You had it. You had it right there.
When you came this way that last time, you were on top of the water, and when you let go of it, it sunk back underneath.
Ankles.
Abdomen, your ankles.
Yeah, where I'm sitting on my ankles.
Oh, you don't need to sit on your ankles.
What am I sitting on?
You sit on your knees.
Well, where I'm sitting on my knees, do I need to sit up more?
Well, I mean, that's what I do. I
Either
sit
way,
like,
you can sit back, sit up, stand, sit up.
you
on
just sit how you feel comfortable in it.
Yeah.
If you're just sitting, I'll go right a little bit, Gracie, and then you can take it on next.
Gracie's gonna stand up next time.
She needs to. I'm gonna turn the camera on too for your first time standing up. We need it.
Take off.
Look at the camera.
Dig up your nose.
Huh?
Dig up your nose.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Let me see what it says.
he will not feed you.
That's good.
You can tell it.
Turn her around.
Yeah, I got it.
Just flip me off here.
That's the whole point, right?
Now watch out. Turn this sucker on.
Guys, this is Gracie. She don't like to be on camera much, but she actually has more spunk than any of us. She rides horses, and she ain't really afraid of a whole lot. And she's been knocked off horses and stuff, and done barrel racing, and this ought to be a walk in the park for her. But I think she's just a little bit camera shy, because I know she's not scared. So she does a good job riding the jet ski, and she tries to stand up here. And like I said, if I had about a month with her too, she'd be running circles around what I could do on the thing. Her and Brent both would be excellent riders if we just get some time with them. But she does a good job, and like I said, Gracie, just don't be camera shy and just do what you do.
up and then was going to stand up, and when I stood up I was like, ah, it was horrible. I was up. You need to try that. If you don't want to stand up, try get like sitting up on your knees.
You can't, don't try to stand up on it unless you get it up on the plane.
Yeah.
You know, like you was over there, like what I told you.
When you get it on top of the water.
Where the nose comes down.
So do you,
Don't-
like if you were to
don't try
stand,
up until you get to that point.
if I were to try to stand up,
I
I'm
don't
not,
think you're ready.
I'm probably not, I'm
I
not
don't
going
think
to.
you're ready to stand up.
But if you were,
I think
do you
once you-
stay in the throttle or do you kind of let up a little bit?
You
You stay
You're
in
not
that.
trying to get full throttle. You should give it enough throttle to
I'll let you go on here
off the water.
first and then put it.
I mean, if you're doing 25, 30 mile an hour, you're fine.
But it was fun when it helps your legs from hurting too. When like you know how you like get up on your knees, like you're sitting up on your knees, standing up. It's really fun.
It's not a wide open thing. That's not what all I'm telling you to do. It's just enough to where it gets the boat up on plane, on top of the water.
Out there, a little forward.
The thing is, Gracie, when you stand up, you gotta be going like you're going on your knees before you stand up.
I know, it's scary.
If it's bogged
Alright.
down in the water, it's not gonna be stable enough to stand up. Alright guys, Logan does a whole lot better job here with keeping the ski on plane. He does tend to get out of the throttle a little bit and let it sink back down, but in this clip he keeps it up on plane for longer and does better turning with it in certain sections of the video. Just still a little inconsistent with it, and he's just still trying to get the feel of the ski, and you know, the throttle on the Superjet is a little touchy. To back Logan up, I didn't have the ski on beginner mode, which I should have had on the throttle. It would have lightened that head up a little bit for him, and it may have helped him. He may have been having issues with trying to feel where the sweet spot was on the throttle, in his defense. But he done a good job, and like I said, maybe the next time he can get comfortable enough to where he may want to try to stand up, but until he figures the throttle out, he's probably not going to want to do that. Trying to figure out how to turn the speed.
Oh yeah, that is like, I feel it once I start getting into that heavy turn. I'm
turn it
starting
around.
to kind of speed up. I feel it kind of wanting to keep on going that way, and I'm having to figure out how to kind of get it back level.
Alright guys, this was the last ride I had on the Superjet. This was around end of July, and the next day, I knew my blood had been low. The next day I was going to go in for dialysis here, and found out immediately on the way to dialysis after my treatment that I had to go to Roanoke to get 2 units of blood. My hemoglobin was running 6.4, and this was a terrible attempt to ride on the Jetski, and I just didn't have the strength, but I was wanting to give it a try anyway. So I went to Roanoke that next day and got those 2 units of blood, and I locked everything down and come on home, and I've been home ever since. I'm actually sitting here at home now working on this video, and I'm going down to the lake tomorrow to get the jet ski. I may hit you a vlog, I don't know. I've not been right ever since this, but I appreciate you guys watching. I think I'm gonna hold off on anything. I've found out pretty much I can't get in shape riding a Superjet, being on dialysis. I figured out that much, and we'll just see. Like you see right here, I went down. I don't know what the reason is, but I'm sure it was nothing. As I remember it, I was just going down because I was just too fatigued to stay on. My balance was worse, was dizzy, and I'm still dizzy. So I may put the Superjet on hold till kidney transplant happens, and maybe rebuild the body a little bit. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see when I get down there. I may, like I said, I may try to hit you a vlog. I ain't gonna be doing no time lapse or no laps of any kind, just shore riding if I can do it. And But I appreciate you guys watching the videos this year. I tried to get you what I could get you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get you a review on the Watercross of Texas ride plate and intake grate. I'm sure that they're going to make a difference. I just haven't got to experiment with it enough to see yet. I thought during this ride right here that it may have tried to slide out on me one time. I'm not sure, but I really wasn't going fast, so I don't know how that is. So, but like I said, I may get you a vlog, I may not. It just depends on how I feel. And you guys keep me in your prayers. Hope that a kidney transplant happens soon, and we can get back to normal life and get back to vlogs and doing what I like to do. But right now, it's just too much mentally and physically on me to try to get down there, change up dialysis centers. It's just too much. And sometimes you just gotta step away for a little bit until things figure itself out. But I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing and liking and commenting, and everybody that had stayed active with me. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry I just can't stay more consistent, and I will hopefully in the future. But that's all I got, and as this video plays out, that's what I'll leave you with, unless I get you a vlog sometime this weekend. It is today is September the 5th as I'm editing this. So this was done end of July, sometime around the 20th, in the 20th sometime. But like I said, appreciate you guys staying with me, and I appreciate Jonathan, everybody out at the island where we do the Friday night buoys. Actually had a good year doing that. I would have liked to have been able to get more. I had to ride out with Jonathan on his boat on the last one because it was too weak to do it. I couldn't do it. But I think that video turned out well, and I appreciate all the riders, Harrison Rees, TJ Mitchell, Justin Bradley, all those guys getting me some onboard footage. It turned out really good. But hopefully, guys, we'll get a transplant, and who knows, maybe one day I can go race with you. We'll just have to hold out and see. But I thank you guys again for hanging with me, and I'll just let this video play out. And this has been Todd for the Jetski Jockey channel, and I'll catch you when I catch you. It's over and out. right, guys, that'd be tonight's video. Brent bailed on us, went up to the house to get a shower. So I don't know if Brent done any better. I'll just have to review the film and watch and get you a voiceover on it. But it's the first time Logan got to ride stand-up jet ski, and so Yamaha Superjet TR1 was his first one. What'd you think, Logan?
Yeah, it was a little bit different.
A little bit different?
A little bit different. I felt it kind of get tippy on me a couple of times. I had to slow down, but other than that, it was pretty fun.
What was the hardest thing for you to figure out about it? The turning, or what?
Probably the turning.
The turning. I noticed there at the end he got a little better with his turning, and he had a issue at first getting up on plane, but after you get up on plane, you see how it's easier.
Yeah.
I wasn't wanting you to gouge the throttle or nothing. I was just wanting you to give it enough to where it got the boat up on top, and then after it gets on top of the water, you know, it's when you can handle it. And
yeah,
stuff.
I felt it get a little bit more sturdy once I kind of gave it a little bit more and got into it a little bit.
Yeah. And you can't stand up until you get to that point. So whenever you get ready to stand up on it, that's where you need to be. That's where the ski needs to be when you do that. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Another learning session here with the Jet Ski Jockey channel. And we'll catch you on the next one. This has been Todd and Logan for Jet Ski Jockey channel. And remember, total victory comes when you believe God's in total control. Over and out.